And we're back. Welcome to Six of Swords Tarot. Give me a second to get started here. Honey, I have to type. Okay, sorry. Augustus. I know I have Bailey up first. Welcome in, Bailey. Thank you guys so much. Give me just a second to kind of get, I'm a little discombobulated unexpectedly. It's been a weird, I have some weird stuff going on. Anyway, G, I was hoping I'd see you. Bailey. Yeah, I want to start, oh my gosh, I want to start doing mornings again. I can't type, hold on. I'm doing okay. I got a lot of stuff going on. And so I'm trying to get calibrated. Okay, cool. So, give me 1 second, Bailey. Thank you for your patience. Oh my God, where did my window go? I'm having some tech issues. Please. Yes, Augustus. He is chilling. His sister got, please don't laugh if Ember jumps on the table because she got shaved bald yesterday. So, hi, honey. I know you need all the attention. I know, honey. Okay. Crack this baby open. And we are going to get started. Okay. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I'm sorry, baby. I'm going to have to remove you for a big kahuna. I just have to do it. I'm sorry, honey. Okay. All right, Bailey, let's do it. We're going to open with some lavender. And I'm going to use thanks for your patience too. I'm going to use Crystal Visions. Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream as you do always because we have no trolls and I am very lucky. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel so I can deliver messages for the greater good, deliver exactly what people need to hear today, and so it is. Call on legions of angels to keep the energy grounded and stable. Thank you so much, Spirit. We're a little temperance energy, a beautiful way to start. Okay, so, all right, we're going to be doing a singles reading for Bailey. Let's do it, boo. And G, so I have G on deck. Thank you so much. And Spirit, let's tap into Bailey's energy, please. Let's tap into the ethers of Bailey's energy. What's the energy around Bailey? What's the energy coming in for romance and love? What is in store next for Bailey, who is currently single? Spirit, show me for Bailey. I think we're stopping here. Show me for Bailey. Queen of Wands. Okay. Definitely don't put pressure on yourself. I mean, obviously, hopefully that goes without being said. We're coming from a place of the Three of Swords, which can talk either about a heartbreak or a healing that recently kind of came to pass here. We have Two of Wands, you know, what's next for me? How can I plan for what is next? Oh, wow. Okay. Give me a second here. I do feel like I'm actually going to skip to the end really quickly here. Oh no. Yeah, something's not right with my tech stuff, so hopefully I can get that. Give me 1 second. I mean, if you guys can hear and see me okay, I think I'm fine. I just don't know. Yeah, whatever is happening on YouTube. It's fine. Kendra, what up, girl? So, okay. Sorry about that. It looks like I'm back up to speed. So, I kind of want to jump to the end, and then we're gonna like work backwards, Bailey, on this. I do see a commitment coming your way. I'm seeing Taurus energy. I'm also seeing Virgo energy. Doesn't have to be, but there is a change that's coming for you, and the Hierophant represents commitment. So I do feel like you are going to be in a committed connection. However, I will also say, I know I have my washing machine on. Sorry, guys. The other thing that I will say is that you're coming through some healing. The Three of Swords is this, you know, heartbreak healing type of energy. Two of Wands, what's next for me? Here is the prescription for you to get from point A to point B and, you know, remain grounded emotionally, right? Which is not always easy to do. The Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, you feel like, you know, it's taking a really long time for me to find the right person. Queen of Wands is saying you have everything. You are attractive enough. You have all of the things. Don't let, and I love that we pulled Temperance again. The Devil is in the center of the reading, and this is something that could potentially give you self-doubt. So anytime that you are feeling like you aren't good enough, you're not attractive enough, you're not this or that, pull yourself back to center, because you truly are this Queen of Wands energy. The other thing I will say is it's a really great time to plan and manifest. Two of Wands, when you are feeling good and feeling at your best, and try to find ways to, especially if you're healing from something that didn't work out, it's kind of hard to, you know, jump from one thing to the next. Virgo, hello. With this Temperance energy, I'm definitely feeling like you are going to have time to heal and grow. There could also be a Sagittarius in here as well with some of this Temperance and Wheel of Fortune energy, but not holding on to things so intensely and letting, you know what's really interesting? I did a really big deep dive into my human design in the last couple of weeks, and I'm not saying this applies to you, but what I learned for my thing is that one of my things is like, it's like the gate of uncertainty, and that's like kind of what, so allow your life to be open and find a way to, the goal is to find a way to be okay with the future no matter, you know, what happens or where it goes. Like, yes, we can make all these plans, and there's this quote, you know, we make plans and God laughs, right? Like blah blah blah. But I think I'm going to talk more about romance, and because that's your question, but I want to make one point before I continue with this. you are in charge of your own happiness. This is for everyone, and you obviously, Bailey. You are in charge of your own happiness. If you are unhappy, a relationship is not going to fix you. And I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying. So if you don't like your life exactly the way it looks today, you have the power to create whatever life you want for yourself within the means that you have for yourself, and everything else is a bonus, right? So, and I think that's something that's really important when we do romance readings, because it's like there's no band-aid. A relationship, dating someone isn't a band-aid to, whatever. And that's what, so if there is self-doubt, or if your mind is playing tricks on itself with the Seven of Pentacles and devil energy of ruminating or going back to blah, 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 the truth is you're the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is also a witch. She can create whatever kind of life she wants. So you don't necessarily need another person to be whole. That's not your question, but that's what needed to come out in this reading. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I think you're putting pressure on yourself. 10 of Wands. Maybe you feel like there's some type of timetable that you need to reach. But now I want to jump into your actual question, what is coming next in love? So right now you're going through this period of healing. I'm seeing a couple different options come in for you, and I do think there is a commitment. I do think there's a long-term connection coming for you. So I'm going to try to get the timing for that, and I'm also going to try to get some more information about some of these new connections coming your way. Thanks for, this was a big kahuna, so thanks for letting me kind of dip my toe in there. So I'm seeing Taurus, Sagittarius, and Virgo energy for you as potential partners coming in. Spirit, show me. I want to focus on this commitment energy. Show me the personality of this person who wants to commit. Wow, 2 of Cups, very loving. Oh, 10 of Cups, holy crap. Wow, 9 of Cups. Which is that wish fulfillment energy. We have 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So thank you, Kendra. Lots of attraction here. Lots of attraction here. Wish fulfillment, high compatibility, lots of love. A deep, loving connection is coming your way. Let me try to get some timing on this. Knight of Wands. This is someone that you're never going to have to question. This is someone who is definitely going to be, pursuing your energy as much as, you're pursuing their energy. 2 of Pentacles. Your life could actually be really busy at the time that you meet this person as well. This is really cool, Bailey. Spirit, show me the energy of this long-term commitment, and then I'm going to get into timing. Bailey, let me know if you want any other specifics here. And sorry, guys, for the noise. We have dog. We have woman. Someone who's very loyal. Someone who's very loyal. We have a female representative, someone you can grow with, okay? Now, I don't see this, I see the snake energy under the woman as the way that I'm picking this up based on the tarot in the Lenormand here is, this is someone who is this person that you're going to be connecting with is beating themselves up currently because of a bad situation that they put themselves in, right? Hindsight 2020. Like when you're dating someone and you're riding that high and blah, 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 and it's like we're not paying attention to the red flags, and then they kind of get bit. They're like beating themselves up for that. So I do feel like, let me see what else is going on here. Crossroads, yeah. I feel like both of you guys right now are going through some type of healing from either a past relationship or past heartbreak, and you guys are both just kind of in hermit mode chilling. Hermit, 10 of Wands. It's interesting, and I think when you guys come together, you'll have these conversations of like, Yeah, I went through this thing. Let me see what else I have here for you. Spirit, show me the energy of this next person that is coming towards Bailey. And then I'm going to grab the tarot and try to, you know, entertainment purposes only. I'll try to look at timing the best that I can. It is possible a couple other people will, you might go on some dates here and there, but I do see this specific person that you're connecting to, especially with the tarot underneath, like 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, that 9 of Cups, that's what everyone wants to see in a romance reading. So that's why I want to reiterate, you know, maybe I do have the snake here, but this is more about their energy than the energy that they would be, you know, for anyone wondering, like, why are you reading it like that? Soulmates, getting to know each other. We have new love. This is a brand new person that you have never met. So if that's a question that you're like, do I know this person? I think this is a new person that is coming in that you have not been dealing with yet. We also have pay attention to the red flags, make the effort, and flirt. Here, the other thing that happens when, you know, we're in relationships is that triggers can kind of come up. With this red flag, I don't necessarily see that this person is doing anything quote unquote bad to you. It's more like you guys may trigger each other, but in a way that is very healing for each other. Maybe someone has, you know, trust issues. Maybe someone is more like anxiously attached or whatever. And you guys are kind of able to reassure each other or help heal each other and create a really beautiful bond. I kind of love this. Wheel of Fortune and Hierophant energy, I think, is very different from what you've experienced, you know, in the recent past. Spirit, show me what else, and then we're going to go ahead and look at timing. Bailey, let me know if you want any other information here. Let's see what else. Spirit, show me, what does Bailey need to know about this? Love coming in. First house, focus on yourself. With that Queen of Wands energy, focus on your vitality, your health, what you've got going on. We have South Node. I think the person coming in, you also have a past life connection with. We have Pisces here. Could have a Pisces moon. Could have another prominent Pisces sign in their chart. They could even be an artist. I often equate Pisces energy to those who are involved in the arts because it's a very, you know, dreamy type of thing. But Spirit is saying the prescription and the recipe for you right now is focusing on your own healing in the first house. And I think this person will come through naturally, whether you meet them in the wild, whether you meet this person, you know, online. I do think the right person that is meant for you is not, it's not going to, like, they're not going to slip through your fingers. It's not going to be, it'll definitely be like a real and concrete thing. Let me see what else I have for you. Oh, let's look at timing. Spirit, please show me the timing for this new connection. Wow, we have the Empress, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 4 of Wands. I feel like you're going to meet this person in the springtime. Now, when I say that, I don't know if I mean this spring or next spring, so let me try to clarify that. Give me just a moment here. Is it this year? It might not be this year. I feel like it could be next year. I feel like next year in the springtime, maybe during Taurus season. Let me ask that question. Will I meet them in a public setting? Then I have G up next. G, go ahead and post. Will you meet them in a public setting? I think so. I think it's very possible you could meet them in person, which would really be awesome. Maybe you guys have a shared interest, shared hobby. Maybe you go to some type of meetup group or something like that. But yeah, the World, Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, that's a hell yes for me. This is grounded victory in the real world. And we have the world here too, which is interesting. So, Bailey, that is what I have for you. So that's good news. And thanks for letting me, you know how I read, thanks for letting me kind of ground the energy before we get to the, you know, I try to give you guys as grounded and practical readings as possible, and not like, you know, some of these delusional foo-foo twin flame type. I just don't do that. So, anywho, thank you so much, Bailey. I will see you next time. And G, oh my gosh, G wants a big kahuna. Oh my goodness. Hold on for one more day. All right. We're gonna use this. Aww, thank you so much. Cool. Let's do it. And if you want any clarification as we go along, you just feel free to ask me questions as we go. So I got G, we got Kendra, and we have Virgo. Thank you guys so much for your donations, and thank you for your patience, because some of you guys got big kahunas or a couple readings. So thank you. So we have G, Kendra, and then Virgo up next. On deck. All right, Spirit, let's tap into G's energy. We are tapping into G's energy. Spirit's like, why are you flipping it? Give me 1 second here. Your intuition is very strong right now, G. So we want to know general message from Spirit, and what do others see in me that I don't? Right out of the gate, I think that what other people see in you that you don't is that you are very strong and very capable, and there's sometimes where you may second guess yourself, or you feel like you should be doing more. I'm actually going to take this down so you can kind of see the cards a little bit better. But yeah, it's like, you may perceive yourself as someone who's not like pushing yourself very hard, but other people see what you do in your work week, what you do in a day, and it's like you're really doing a lot. Like, you're really doing a lot, okay? Let me see what else. Yeah, we have anxiety stuff going on here. Other people would never guess that you are juggling and dealing with some of the anxieties that you do deal with. People see you as extremely intelligent, extremely capable. Yeah. And I just think you're someone who's really humble, and you don't open up about your struggles, which is fine. You don't share a lot of yourself with people, so that is why people fill in these gaps, right? We have the Hierophant. We have the Four of Cups. you're actually kind of hard to read for other people around you. I'm not saying that you put off like a standoffish energy, but sometimes people don't, because you are so spiritually grounded in reality. And I don't mean this in a mean way about our society, right? I'm just saying, I think because of the way the world is, I don't think that you're someone who is easily swayed by social media or trends. You very much at your core know exactly who you are, and you are someone who lives in integrity, and oftentimes other people don't know how to read that energy. Because people expect other people to be shysters, or people who, step on people to get to the top or whatever. You're not like that, right? And you show people anytime they interact with you that you are a person of integrity, and that when you are someone who is honest and tells the truth, sometimes other people, I know this sounds crazy, but and I don't know if I'm on the spectrum or this is just something I've had to learn over time, but when you are someone who lives in truth, that can make other people feel uncomfortable. I'll give you an example. It's almost like if you are someone who doesn't drink, and you, I can't tell you how many times, I've been out at the bar. I remember my birthday, it happened several times. And, you're talking to different people, whatever, and people offer to buy you a drink or whatever, and I was like, I don't drink. And then that makes them extremely uncomfortable, and then they'll kind of go into their own, story about alcohol or whatever. And so maybe or maybe not, people will open up to you about their own stuff or whatever, but people don't quite know how to read you because you play by the rules, because you believe in karma. I mean, period. Let's talk about, I feel like I've covered that. Let's talk about what is your, what do you say here? Asked a longtime friend for a reference. He ended up with some indecent proposal where it's seeing as opportunity, maybe. Huh. Yeah, I mean, you find out who your real friends are when, yeah. That's why they call, fair weather friends, right? But let's talk about what is Spirit's advice for you right now. You need to find a way to manage your anxiety. There's a lot of mental energy here. Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, crowning the reading. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're juggling a lot of things. You need to make sure that you are sleeping, you are resting. Four of Swords. Don't burn yourself out. What you don't see coming is there is a new beginning coming. There could be a busy season coming at work, but I'm seeing you in just, here you are with this Leo energy. I'm seeing you in a look how beautiful this artwork is. I'm just seeing you, your energy, brighter, lighter. There's more, better finances, a better financial situation. There may be days where you are tired and you are, working hard, but this is a beautiful new opportunity, and I think, you're going to embrace it. The other thing is, try not to bring the wisdom, but not the baggage, because the Nine of Wands, it can be a little bit of baggage at times that we're kind of carrying over from, oh my gosh, I just ran this marathon and I'm exhausted and I'm moving into this new thing. And it's like you have this new beautiful opportunity, and I definitely think that you're embracing it. So let your let yourself be open to things while still, using your discernment, because not everyone in this new job is out to get you. Very much, different than the energy you were in before, where it kind of felt very personal, very, things just kind of felt more, like you didn't have allies, right? So let me see what else. What other advice we have for 4th house? Establishing a really good routine for yourself, or potentially changing your routine. Neptune and Taurus in the 4th house, and we also have this Hierophant here, which I love for your energy, where it's like, having a very grounded spiritual practice, which I think you probably do, but not leaving it to chance, right? Taurus is like, let's ground this, let's do this, in a very foundational way. Because that's going to help you stay on track as well. Like, not leaving it to chance, carving out time to do all of the things that you want to do to make sure that your mental health and spiritual health are in check. What other energy is coming up for G? What other messages does G need to know? We have a reconciliation here. We have a good luck on your side. We have grieving. We have beauty. Now, when I look at this grieving, you talked about this this longtime friend, right? And I don't know that I understand exactly what you were talking about there, but if it was some type of indecent proposal or whatever, you may need to grieve what you thought that was, or the season of life, right, that you guys are moving into. It's possible that this person, this is interesting, it's possible that this person could see your good fortune now and maybe want to come back. And listen, you don't have to be, and you would never be, like mean or nasty to somebody, but you also don't have to open the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you saw somebody's true colors, you don't necessarily, it's up to you, but there's someone who could see your good fortune, or maybe think like, so he made like a romantic pass at you. Is that what I thought you meant professional, but he made, oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. But even still, there is someone out there, maybe someone who didn't help you during a time where you were down on your luck here, and now they see your good fortune and they're like, G's got some good energy, maybe I'll go back over there. And it's like, that's up to you. You can definitely refuse that. Let me see what else. Let's see what other energy is coming forward for G. Yeah, no, I hate that. I'm sorry it's so annoying. I like when guys assume that like a single woman will just want to get with a guy who's married and has, like, it's like, what are you thinking? And that's the thing. It's like, you showed him, that's what I'm saying, like, you live in integrity and truth. You may not be interested in him at all anyway, but like, it's like, I don't care how hot this guy is, this is not appealing to me because I have integrity and morals. Communication. Yeah, we also have communication with the 8 of Wands. Things are going to speed up. I also want to go back to the center of the reading. With the 8 of Wands, things are speeding up. I'm seeing, January, I think just energetically has been a little bit slow. It's the beginning of the year. We're going to have an eclipse in February. I believe the new moon is today or tomorrow. I have to look at the chart. And we have this huge new moon and Capricorn shift going on, which is awesome. And I feel good. Let me rephrase that. I'm feeling hopeful about the future, even though things feel on a world scale very weird right now. I'm cautiously optimistic about being able to create new things in this new moon in Capricorn energy. Energy is gaining momentum. Yes. Step out of your comfort zone and work through your fears. Another thing I'm seeing professionally happen is you may be asked to step up and lead some type of group project, plan, something like that, whatever kind of work that you do. Spirit, what other guidance and messages do we have for G? Gustus, I'm sorry, honey, you can't come over here. Confidence, yes, 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 yes. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence. Grant me courage I never knew I had. So with this energy, Gus knows Kendra's next, so he's heading to the table. You're a crazy little baby. The thing with, as a Leo and as someone who is you are actually very, very humble for Leo. And so just because you have, confidence doesn't mean that you're some type of egomaniac. So I see you leading something at work with a lot of confidence. We are also having feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. With all this, air energy, anxiety energy, allow yourself to feel those feelings and move through them in a grounded way. We have work. Okay. I am now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. Spaciousness. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vitality essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. And we'll do 2 more for good measure, and then we're going to move on. Kendra will be up next. G, thank you so much for jumping on. We're going to get some of these Lyran messages. I think you like this deck. This is, wow, Gateway of Sound, Manifestation, Sound Healing, and Alchemy. Maybe there's some music or meditation or something that you can do to help ground you. Time of positive transformation. So really beautiful energy there. G, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And we are now over to Kendra. Thank you so much. Okay. Kendra, give me just a moment. Keep, honey. Hey, sugar plum. Eek. Sounds great. All right, let's do it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. All right. Spirit. Let's get connected into Kendra's energy general reading. for the lovely, the beautiful, the charismatic, Queen Aries, Kendra. I've been watching way too much Trailer Tales. They do intros for each other and it's really funny. Anyway. All right, Spirit, we want a general reading for Kendra. Hermit. I don't even, okay, thank you, Spirit. You need to trust yourself even more. I know. They do that on Trailer Tale, which is a ridiculous podcast. It is like stupid humor, so it's not for everyone. But yeah, they do these like ridiculous intros for each other. But anyways, Spirit is inviting you, asking you to rely on yourself more. Knowing thyself, which you do, and you may say, Bird, I'm already doing this. I'm really independent. Spirit's asking you to Spirit is inviting you to have a deeper relationship with yourself. Because I don't know that you are maybe trusting yourself as much as you should be. You know already what is right for you, what is best for you. Not saying we can't grow, change, learn through therapy, all of these things, right? But you are learning to be the best advocate for yourself that you can be, because no one else is going to do it for you. And if you allow, and I'm not saying you are, I'm just channeling what's coming to me right now. If you allow somebody to be an advocate for you, maybe more than yourself. This could even be like a parent, mentor, whatever. They could potentially guide you into something that they think is best for you. But if it is not on a soul level, hell yes, lighting you up from the inside here, like a hell yes, it is not the right thing. Let me put this into context for you. And that you can apply this to any situation. It may not be this specifically, but I know you're thinking about going back to school, okay? And let's say you really want to do this thing, but you have a mentor or a family member pushing you to do something else. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Knight of Swords, you are going to be making some fast progress this year with what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Boom, and there she is. We have the High Priestess and the Hermit. You need to trust yourself on a very deep level, because Spirit is giving you thoughts, emotions, feelings to get you more in tune with yourself, to trust yourself. We have Six of Pentacles here. What else? Meow. We got the Knight of Wands. Mr. Lava. King of Cups. Whoa! Ace of Cups. Okay, this took a turn. Hold on. All right, Kendra. Listen. What do you want when it comes to romance and love? Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Ain't no other way I'm going to read this. I'm seeing, especially when it comes to new partners, new dating options. I see 2 new people coming in for you. This is beautiful. We have a King of Cups, water signs. We have a King of Wands, fire signs, right? Strong placements or energy within their chart. The Lovers, Ace of Cups. You have 2 new options coming your way. And you need to trust yourself. One of these people may be coming actually pretty soon, if not both. 6 of Pentacles. Who do I feel in alignment with? How is my body responding? Do I feel like shaken up with butterflies? Do I feel calm? Do I feel at ease? Do I feel it's reciprocal energy? Do I want this? You will be able to, use your body as a barometer and use your intuition as well with the Hermit and the High Priestess to determine not only like, is this insert X, is this school right for me? Is this hobby right for me? Is this apartment right for me? Now you're also applying that to, is this friend right for me? Is this lover right for me? At the end of the day, you are the one, we all are so much more powerful than we realize. And if you don't, and as an Aries, you probably have 0 problem with this, and I see you making lots of choices in your life, but especially as a woman, if we do not become the CEO of our own life and manage where we are going, someone else or society is going to do it for us. So live intentionally and do whatever that it is you want to do. This is why they want me to trust myself so I don't choose a bum. Yeah. So Ace of Wands, moving forward fearlessly. Sparks of inspiration. I see lots of sparks of inspiration coming. Knight of Swords, moving fast, which an Aries is going to love. We have the Devil here. When you feel it and it feels sound in your body, sometimes we know the right thing. We know what the right thing is to do, but sometimes we want the temptation. We want that rush that feels good for a minute, even though long term that may not be the best thing. So does it make for a hell of a story? Yeah, sure, fine. But like, what is it that you want your nervous system to do? What is it that you want for yourself? And what is in alignment for you? Only you know that. Okay, what else? We got Virgo on deck. I have Kendra for one more. And then Virgo, I'm coming for you. I want to know all about the work situation. We're not there yet. Okay. Uranus. Oh, shit. Uranus in Scorpio in the 7th house. Honey, honey, honey. He's like, okay, I've had enough of you screaming at me. Uranus in Scorpio in the 7th house. Now, as our friend Jaded says, this is called the U-bomb, where you have Uranus in the 7th house. This could bring some really unexpected, passionate, intense connections. Intense isn't always good. Intense isn't always bad. You want to feel at peace? Then that's your barometer. But Scorpio isn't necessarily always intense in a bad way. It can also be a very deep and authentic, real and raw type of connection. So there could definitely be a Scorpio coming into your life this year. But yeah, Uranus is different people. And I'm actually seeing people who are relationship centered. None of this like weird situationship, like I talk to you or blah, blah, blah. Like people who are actually like, I am looking for a relationship. I am looking for a partner. I'm not, out here just floundering around, being ambiguous. Like people who are moving with intention. You know what I'm saying? Unrequited love. We are not chasing or throwing ourselves at people. You're matching the energy. If you're not seeing what you like, you walk. very soon, like I said, with this Knight of Wands that he's back, with this Knight of Wands energy, I think there's someone coming in like soon. We have deception. Ooh, hold on. Hi, baby boy. I know, I love you too. You're a very good habibi. Deception. The other thing is, it takes a long time to get to know someone. Nowadays, unfortunately, just because someone presents themselves one way doesn't mean, over time that kind of fades away. Give yourself the time and space to not be emotionally flooded, right? When some of this energy comes in. Because the other thing I will say is, some of these connections coming in, the reason why I think these popped up is because these new connections that are coming in feel very grown up. They feel very different maybe than what you've experienced in the past. And so give yourself the time and space to not let yourself, exactly, time reveals the truth. Let's see what else. What overall messages from romantic Lenormand, which I didn't mean to turn this into a romance reading, but this is where it went. So I'm just rolling with it. Home, foundation, grounded, tree. Yeah. Who feels grounded and stable? Who is not chaotic? If you catch someone in a lie, believe them the first time. This is all very common sense, but when put into practice, you could be emotionally flooded, digmatized. You could be, whatever it is. But the reality is, if they're lying about one thing, what else are they? So, and listen, I don't see you really acting a fool. I'm just saying, oh, Lord. Okay. I think you get the drift. Home, tree, and garden. Who do you feel grounded with? Who do you feel like you can grow with? Who is open to growing more and learning more? If someone is stuck and set in their ways, especially at your age, and they're just like, yeah, I've done everything I need to do, and me. Like, if someone is not open to being wrong, if someone is not open to compromise, if someone is not open to growing and learning, that is a red flag. So, there's that. I remember when I was your girl, oh my God, I remember when I was your age, these little boys they would try to mansplain things to me, and I remember just being so turned off. I mean, they'll do it at any age, but it's like, oh my God. Like, I don't want to learn. I don't want to hear anything about this. You know what I mean? So if that happens to, maybe I'm saying that, like, maybe that's what's happening with you and that other guy, right? Like, if you were like, I'm rolling my eyes, I can't wait to get away from you, stop talking about this nonsense, that could be a sign that, maybe he's not the... All right, go ahead with your next question. Okay. Let's do... I'm going back to romantic Lenormand. Let's talk about what did we have? King of Wands and King of Cups. So I'll do 2 rows. And then Virgo will be up next. I will be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Who are these people coming Kendra's way? Who are these people coming Kendra's way? Give me whatever information you can give me about them. So let's talk about King of Wands energy, man behind door number 1, the King of Wands. Who is he? 3 of Cups, very attractive, lots of females. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I'm just saying I think that he's seasoned in dating. We'll put it that way. Yeah, the lovers. Yep. He is a lover. Six of Swords. Okay, now we have the deception card. This is someone who is coming out of a relationship, is looking for a new relationship. This could potentially be a rebound situation for them. And here's the thing. I don't care what his abs look like, how, and that's what I'm saying, the whole digmatized thing. Like if he walks in looking like Justin Baldoni, he walks in looking like whoever, it looks fade. Looks only matter so much. And we live in this crazy TikTok world. I could go on and on and on, but this is the world that we live in. This guy, maybe that's why I went on that whole rant about mansplaining. I wonder if he is looking for comfort in another woman, and you are here to see the red flags. I see him being very attractive. I see him having options. He sees something in you, Six of Swords, that he's like, wow, this really looks like something serious. Potential here. Yeah. So his character may be a little shaky here, Seven of Swords. And you may observe some things where you decide, I don't know about this. Let me see what else I have here. King of Wands. Spirit, show me this King of Wands. And then we'll move on to the other one. I do think it's an important connection to kind of open yourself up, because I almost feel like, this is going to sound weird, it's almost like he goes through the motions of like taking you on nice dates and doing these things, but in the back of your head, after you gather all of your female intuition analysis, you're like, does he do this with that? I remember I was with this one guy, and we did some really nice things together, but I remember thinking, does he take all of his girlfriends here? Like, is this just kind of like his thing? And some guys do that. They have a routine. They like a place, and it's like whatever revolving woman is on their arm. Or, I mean, if you live in a small town, maybe there's only so many places you can go, right? Whatever. But I think there's something, this connection is more of a lesson of teaching yourself what to look out for and how to listen to yourself, even when this guy is just dripping in swagger and sex appeal. We'll put it that way. He could work in the medical field, by the way. I'm reshuffling for King of Cups. This is someone who works for a university, or I want to say also, the Tower represents a lot of things in the Lenormand. It's not bad. It's more about organizations. I feel like he works in the medical field. Could be a doctor or like a physician assistant or something like that. Yeah, like this is a man who has the means, he has the looks. Like, this is a very eligible bachelor. And he sees you and he's like, whoa, Kendra is my type. And then you're like, you think you know Kendra, but Kendra's no fool. I want to know about this King of Cups now. King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Cups. Now, this King of Cups coming in is a gentler energy. This is an energy that's a little bit more grounding. This is something that's going to be much more of a slow burn. And it's not like the crazy exciting fireworks, but the emotional connection is really undeniable here. You guys are very much on the same journey of comparing to the other guy, which I don't really want to do, but here we are. This King of Wands energy is very much like, I got my life figured out. And maybe that's why I was saying that. Like I know where I'm going, I've done the thing. Where this King of Cups is not saying that he's not behind in any way, but he's very open to like self-development and growing and continuing on, and not, he realizes that life is a journey and not like this ongoing thing, or it is this ongoing journey. So yeah, he has strong boundaries. He's extremely funny. He also may like to travel, and I feel like you guys are on the same path. You guys are on the same path. You're both not afraid to try things. Both of you guys are brave people. And when I say that, I'm saying when you made, your choice to move and go on your adventure, this is the same kind of energy. Like I'm willing to try things. I'm not afraid to take risks. What are the cards? Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups. But this person has a quiet confidence about them, and I think sometimes people underestimate this person until this person's like a book. I wouldn't be surprised if we got the book in the Lenormand, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling much better about this King of Cups energy. They don't have to be a water sign, but they could have a water sign placement in their chart. If they had a Cancer moon, that'd be really nice with your Taurus moon. Let's see. Fish. Luck. Bear. This person is abundant but not flashy. This person is also like lucky, and I feel like their overall demeanor is happy and cheerful. This isn't someone who's like, and I don't mean to compare them to Tyrell, but I'm just saying, like, when you talk about Tyrell, he just kind of feels like he's either over-explaining or over-inflating himself, where it's like this person doesn't need to be, this person carries a presence with them. So yeah, definitely not broke. There's abundance here. They're involved in a lot of different things. They have hobbies. They're interested in learning and growing, like I said. And with the Bear energy, they are solid, stable, strong. And I think that they're looking for a real connection where they can, have that feminine partner and be like a protector, provider type of energy. They may not like lead with that, but I feel like that's the ultimate, that's kind of the way that they're wired. Spirit, overall energy for this Libra, first house, yeah. So Libra, the more you love yourself, the more in alignment other good options are coming in for you. That's kind of the moral of the Astro Dice here. Bringing yourself into balance and telling Spirit, like, you are open. You are open to receive. You're open to receive a compatible partner for you. So I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Up next, I have Kendra, thank you so much. Up next, I think I have Virgo. I'm going to do last call for donations. You are so welcome. All right, Virgo. Virgo, how are you doing? I need to know everything about, well, or maybe we're going to be reading about it and I'll find out. But I know you started your new shift and your new gig. And so now we want to see what's going on. What's going on? You know what? I'm grabbing this, and I'm grabbing Terro de la Nuit, because we gonna get fancy. Sounds good. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. All right. Nice. Nice. I'll go look at, let me go on the PayPal and see. You feel free to post, or I can go on the thing and look and see what you... Okay. Number 1. General next 30 days. General next 30 days. A couple of weird ones. All right, Spirit, let's get into Virgo's energy. Willow. Okay, give me a second to get grounded. Sorry, Virgo. You know what? General next 30 days. Next 30 days for Virgo. Spirit, show me. Oh man, Spirit, you're freaking hilarious. Okay. You need to sleep, my friend. Make sure you're getting sleep. Okay? The next thing, I'm actually going to take this down, Virgo. So here's the deal. Page of Swords, 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Empress, 9 of Cups, Moon, Ace of Swords. Look, you need to rest. You are also, I think you're absorbing a lot of information. You're learning a lot. You need to sleep. But let me tell you, that paycheck is going to be sweet, sweet victory. That's why I was laughing with this 10 of Pentacles. You really are bringing your life into alignment with the schedule that you wanted. And soon it's all going to pay off if it hasn't already. We have the Empress, 9 of Cups, Moon, Ace of Swords. This is more in alignment with you. This is more into your truth. 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. Empress. You can grow and do the things that you've wanted to do. And I also think that you're realizing with the Moon, it's like patience is going to be required. Feeling the discomfort through certain phases, I think knowing that when you do feel discomfort or things are heightened, because in your line of work things can escalate and feel heightened, no, things will pass, and by the next shift we're moving on, we're doing the next thing. Ace of Swords, standing in your truth, learning who you are. The other thing is there could be an interesting King of Wands who is in your energy field. What I want to say about this King of Wands is he may be, the more that you work and you live your life and don't center him, the more attracted to you he is, because he sees that you have a life. You work, you do your thing, you are creating your schedule and still doing the things that you want to do, caring for your son, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, she's not putting me front and center, but her energy is really attractive, really amazing right now. Yeah. So yeah, the paychecks, hopefully you got a raise, or maybe you get bonuses or something. It's going to feel pretty sweet in your pocket when you get paid. Wow. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Wow, the Sun. Let's talk about, I don't want to sound like a cliche fortune cookie right now, but sometimes when we haven't experienced darkness, you are someone who really, you are someone who really values, what am I trying to say? You are someone who really values positivity when you see it, and when it's real and when it's authentic, here with the Sun energy. 10 of Cups, love, positivity, Sun, good fortune. You are not taking any of this for granted, because you've been through grief, you've been through darker days, you've been through difficult seasons, and now you're like, I might be busy at work, but I can breathe now. My schedule is the way that I want it. So what is happening in the next 90 days or 30 days? Contentment, happiness, truth, centering yourself, building wealth. Beautiful. Learning, even though you know your craft well, you're learning the people around you, you're learning the way, things are run. So there's still much to learn about people, personalities, blah, blah, blah. But you're doing it in a very graceful way. Make sure you're sleeping, okay? 4 of Swords, honey. Uranus and Sag in the 3rd house. One of the frustrating points, I think, at work could be the way that some people communicate, or the way that some people don't communicate. Communication in the workplace is going to be, and I don't necessarily see it with you, I see it with, you have some nurses, and this goes for anywhere, but you have some of the people, I want to say girls, you have some of the nurses doing things one way, and some doing it another way, or refusing to even work together, which is stupid. And so Sag in the 3rd house can sometimes be like oversharing too. There could be some people who get really connected to you as a Virgo because you're so grounded, and they're going to bleh, I just told you everything about my life. So the drama. But because you're a leader and a caregiver, some people it's like, honey, you need a therapist. You don't need me as your manager to tell me about your boyfriend and your dad who left you when he went out and got a pack of cigarettes when you were 3 years old. I'm sorry, honey. Jokes. Okay, what else? What else? Yes. Yeah. We all have that colleague, right? Who's like, you think you're going to talk for 4 minutes, and then 25 minutes later, you're like, I have to pee. I have to go home. Get me out of here. Yeah. Okay. Next 30 days, freedom. That's what I call this reading. Career. Aminals. Do you have a pet? Maybe you think about having one, or maybe that'll be a special thing that comes into your life. I want to grab from the self-care because I think that's kind of what you need more than anything right now. Yeah. You're going to have some really beautiful, special moments with your dog. I think your dog is going to get used to your new schedule because animals are really sensitive to our schedules, by the way, right? And so they're going to be like, oh, wow, we can go do this thing. Or maybe you start taking them everywhere with you if you don't already. But I see that kind of, that relationship growing even stronger, which is really fun. We have love. Allow it to pour in and out of you. Let go. Relax and release. Head. Logic. I feel like you cracked the code, Virgo. You're just like, you know what? I'm doing my thing. I centered myself. Here's this guy on my trail. You know, I just want to hang out with my dog. This dude is super into me. And I'm just here living my life, collecting my paycheck and doing the damn thing. Energy is looking really good the next 30. Freedom, contentment, abundance, everything's looking really good. Did I read this last one? Hold on. Logic and evaluation, yeah. You are staying disconnected enough from like romantic or even, you know, dramatic situations at work where you're just like, how does this logically make sense? And a Virgo, even though Virgo is an earth sign, it's ruled by Mercury, which rules the mind. And so you can step back and evaluate things really beautifully compared to other signs. All right, readings are now closed. Oh wait, no, I have Virgo. Gus is snoring. Can you hear him? Make sure you like and subscribe. All right, babe. I do. It's easy. I love it. Okay, your next question is, how does N feel and think about? Oh, we got 3. Holy girl. Oh, sorry, Kendra. I have 2 more to go, but they're quickies. How does N feel and think about me? How does N feel and think about Virgo? How does N think and feel about Virgo? How does N think and feel about Virgo? I want to pull from here. Ace of Wands. Very attracted to you. And here we have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Fool. I'm coming for you. Selena Gomez. If you're ready, come and get it energy. Page of Swords. The Hierophant. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. Listen. You tell me if I'm wrong. This guy, I'm not saying he's a bugaboo, Destiny's Child bugaboo. But I do feel, I don't know if you're old. I think you're old enough to know what that is. The 9 of Pentacles, for those of you Gen Z, go listen to Destiny's Child bugaboo. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. He sees you as like an angelic being. Look at this. He sees you as like this angel. And this is good. Like, if you want a man to be, I'm not saying he's obsessed, but he sees you as you have everything. You've got it all going on. 9 of Pentacles. There may be times where like you get stressed out because like you're balancing a lot, you're juggling a lot. 9 of Swords, like there may be nights where like I can't hang out with you and I can't do whatever, and he's still trying to like, you know, knock on the door. He sees you as someone who is a real potential option for commitment. He's a slow burn. I mean, with that Taurus energy, yeah, but he's very open to your energy. He really likes what you have to offer. So even if, I don't necessarily see him rushing in yet, right? But he sees you as someone who has it all. But why the anxiety here? Maybe this is him stressing out about like schedules and planning things or whatnot. Or maybe that's you. But he sees you as like this beautiful angelic thing that's got it all going on. Yeah, Justice. This feels like this is kind of the energy you've been waiting for. It's the schedules. Okay. He's dating for marriage. Yeah. King of Swords. He's very intelligent. He's going to tell you this guy's a straight shooter as well. Let it be slow. Let it be slow. I think you're fine. I mean, listen, I think most, especially new connections, I think it's very natural for anyone to be anxious. I mean, whoop. I hope I continue to like him. Yeah, I honestly feel like it's kind of up to your, I think it's more going to be like, am I into this guy as much as he's into me? Because I think he's super into you. Mercury and Sag in the 10th house. I think you guys talk about work a lot, or that's something that you guys can connect on. Just make sure you're not talking about work too much. Again, Sag, Mercury energy, it can be like oversharing. And you want to, you know, I'm just a cat lady, what do I know? But, you know, for the one person I know who's in a really healthy relationship says that it's important to keep things light and bright and happy and fun. Not that you won't get deep, but it's like that's the whole fun and joy of dating, right? So giving you that little tidbit. All right, next. Readings are closed. On your next question, I'm going to ask, how will our date go next week? Because for those of us who are doers, and for those of us who like grind all the time, which you very much are one of those people, it's like, yeah, I'm working and I'm doing this thing and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we kind of get stuck in that energy. Those of us who are the, you know, human design generators of the world, it's like, we're grinding, honey. All right. Ten of Cups, 9 of Wands. How the date's gonna go? How is the date gonna go? How is the date going to go? I think he's gonna open up to you a little bit more and share with you some, not trauma dumping, but things about the past. Overall, it's going very well. I think that feelings are kind of deepening. I think you're going to be surprised at some of the things that he tells you. Queen of Pentacles, here you are, sitting on your throne, grounded with your dog, right? And you're ready to take it in. because you can hold a lot of energy. Yeah, maybe you guys share some more vulnerable things about your lives with each other on this date, which is, you know, there's a time and a place, and maybe it's the right time. Maybe it's the right time. You love me, my me time, girl. Same. Ace of Pentacles. I think you want another date. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You know, he's coming to you. A Page of Cups, vulnerably. Nine of Wands. I've been through a lot. Seven of Cups, Three of Swords. It wasn't always easy. It was confusing. Here's this thing about me. We can share, not trauma bonding, but share like, yeah, maybe my last relationship or my whatever. And, or maybe something about childhood too. And like, this is what I'm working through and this is how I want to move forward. Overall, the date, so you're bonding emotionally, which is amazing. Lots of Cups energy here, but also grounded and mature. Mature. He's no idiot. I kind of like, you know, I pulled that King of Swords. The King of Swords and Queen of Pentacles, I kind of like that together. This is grounded intellect. We can have these vulnerable conversations without flying off the window, out the, you know, flying off the handle, whatever. I don't know. I can't talk right now. I'm losing steam. What else? I got Kendra for one more. Spirit, show me. Ah! Okay, Sun and Leo in the 12th house. What does this tell me? You guys are revealing stuff. You guys may be revealing some big things that are important to you that happened in your past that you normally wouldn't share with somebody. So there is some vulnerability happening. Leo could be like a big event or a big trauma, something like that about yourself. Sun, 12th house, hidden energy. Beautiful. He's got a Capricorn. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love a Capricorn guy. This is a Capricorn guy. Yeah, for the most part, they're pretty stable, and they definitely have some Hierophant energy, even though that's Taurus. But the Capricorn men that I've known are very much like, I'm a man with a plan. This is what I want to do. We're going to go here. And it's like, amen. Thank God. Because especially for someone like you and me, it's like, I do everything all day long. Like, let's let someone else lead and make a decision. How about that? So it's, I like it. I like what I see. Virgo, keep me posted. I'm wishing you the best and good luck on your date. All right, we're moving on to Kendra, last reading. Let's do it, boo. Kendra, go ahead and post if you have not already. Where will I meet them? Oh, okay. Where will I meet them? Let's use Everyday Witch. I'm going to separate them. I'm going to do a throwdown for this, if you're cool with that, like I did before. Or just read the energies separate. Okay. So who are they? The King of Wands and a King of Cups. These guys are very different from each other, by the way. These guys are very different. The world wanted to fly out. King of Wands, where will they meet? Are you on a dating app? This feels like someone on a dating app. Maybe you've even seen that, or they look familiar. This is the King of Wands. This is someone that kind of looks familiar. Maybe you saw them on a dating app before and you finally like swipe and give it a chance and you guys start talking or something. Wheel of Fortune, Hanged Man energy. I also feel that this person may live in close proximity to you. And it's like, now it's just the time that you guys cross paths. Which is really interesting. No apps. You are in close proximity to this person. This could be out at the store. This could be like this could be like a grocery store. This could be, I don't know, that if you go to a book club. He's not really the book club kind of guy either. But I'm seeing this person in your community, close proximity. This person, like, person could even be like, I don't know if you live in an apartment, like the apartment building, or like the community or street next to you, or something like that. Gym, like someone who goes to the same places that you go to. Where will you meet this King of Cups? I think you could meet the King of Cups at school. Page of Swords is a student. 10 of Swords. Maybe this is someone who's also starting over with their education or wanting to try something new. I speak my truth. Hello. Yeah, I feel like King of Wands in your current proximity now, I think you meet him first. And then this Page of Swords is someone who you meet through whether it's school or it's some type of course, or you go to some type of like workshop, learning opportunity. That's where you would meet this guy. It's gonna happen. These people are gonna come your way. Judgment, like it is, you made these contracts with these people. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. I see 2 coming in. I think the King of Wands you meet first because they live in your current community. And then the other one comes later. So it doesn't have to be school, but it could be like, I'm going to a crypto workshop. I'm just making that up, right? I'm learning how to, basket weave. I don't know what you're into. But Judgment is like, yeah, you're not going to miss it. So don't go out of your way. Keep doing what you do, and that'll bring what is in alignment for you. I'm doing all right. I speak my truth. I'm doing all right. I've been on for an hour and a half, so we're going to wrap it up here. Let's see what else. Yeah, 3rd house of community. This person, especially this first one, Leo, Moon, 3rd house, they're in your current community. And you would meet them in passing at something locally that you go to. Could be a bar, could be somewhere that you frequent. Yeah, so do what you like to do. That's what I have for you guys. I think we are all caught up. And I will be on again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much, and bye. And I'll fix my nails by then, hopefully. Bye.